Well, hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator, where we are currently located in my least favorite place of all time, the Oxnard Refinery. Fuck everything about this place. So, what are we gonna do today? We're gonna back our truck up. We're gonna take a nap at some point as well. And then we're gonna try to make some money because we've been in a deficit the last 2 episodes or some shit like that, so love to work on that. You know what's a good way to make money is transporting all this oil-related stuff. Oh man, just the price per mile is, wow, that is terrible. Oof. Oof. Colors. That's generic. Aromatics is less generic, I suppose, but doesn't really go that far, does it? It's only Prim, and Prim doesn't have shit to offer us either. Great selection choices we've just been getting the last few episodes here. Just fantastic. You know, I just love having the opportunity to explore the world. And by the world, I mean Southern California pretty much exclusively. So what do we have to offer? That's some good money. But it might. You know what? We're doing it. It's not the distance that matters, it's the money sometimes. And we're going for that cash money. But you know, the distance isn't the worst either. And we should be able to get a nap on the way there. But then it'll disappear, won't it? Like the fucking Care Bears. Anyway, let's head over to pick that one up. Let's turn on some dank tunes. And we can all go shoot ourselves in the face. Up and over. Okay. We got this. I'm not gonna... I remember how much I hate this area. If you've not noticed how much I hate this area, it is the area that I have had many bad accidents in. That usually result in me getting 0 money from the mission, so just love it. Absolutely love it. But my least favorite part is this fucking avenue shit right here, where instead of wanting me to just get on the highway, it wants me to take this stupid fucking mountain pass and then beach pass, which are 1 lane and turn way too much, and it's just impossible. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's so much easier to come down to this fucking highway right here. Why wouldn't you? It's right there. It's not even that far away, and it's an actual highway. You're a fucking maniac, okay? 69 miles to our pickup, though. That's a little bit far. But we'll probably take a nap anyway and just roll with whatever we can pick up after our nap. I know this drive will most likely go away, but that's just how it's gonna go down. You feel me? I'm in charge of this boat. I'm the ship's captain. Once again, I'm Michael Jackson UT-Do, but we'll make it work. Did we just, like, get air? Get some hops? The one time I got air was when I was with a nanny when I was younger. And we were just, like, in the car exploring and shit. And we went off a little bit of a hill, a little too fast, in fact. Got some air and then just, like, broke the transmission, so good work. Greg, Jesus Christ, I'm kidding. It was a fun time, but what a disaster. Yeah, no, I'm not listening to you, GPS. You're an idiot when it comes to this location. Fuck off. I hope this cop doesn't mind us speeding like 80 miles an hour over the speed limit. Oh, he does mind. We'll get arrested maybe. Too bad. Uh-oh. Ooh, stay on the track. I feel like we almost slipped over there. There's 2 types of feeling that you're about to flip over in this game. The first is that feeling where you're actually starting to tip, and you've got your fucking back wheels in the air, and you're like leaning sideways and shit. That's a little spooky, because you know you're close, but usually it's because your trailer's caught on something. The other time when you're about to flip over is fucking terrifying, because it's that moment when you're speeding like 30 miles an hour over, and then all of a sudden you have to make a pretty sharp turn, and you start to turn, but then you just fucking lose control, and you start drifting around the corner. And there's no way for you guys to notice it as an audience, but you can fucking feel it, and it's honestly pretty fucking terrifying. Alright, we're gonna get the cargo before taking a nap, I guess, because the nap is actually just like 10 feet further than this area. Whatever, we'll take it. Oh god, what about... Why do you put up these stupid fucking walls that make getting out of this place harder? Why do you gotta do me like this, game? Why can't you just make things a little bit wider? Fat bottom girls make the rockin' world go round, as Queen once said. I don't get it. Or was that... Whoa, there's a pole there. No, that was Queen, right? I don't know. Huh. Ha ha ha. Alright, she's a killer queen. No, let's grab our cargo. We've thankfully got short cargo this time. I enjoy short cargo every now and then. You know, it's not quite a chode level or anything, but you know, it's just it being a little bit less lengthy keeps everything packed in, makes those turns a little bit tighter, easier to maneuver for sure. And you know what? I tried to make that sound like an innuendo for a penis, but it didn't exactly work out as I planned. You know, as a grown man child, I should be able to pull that off with relative ease, but sometimes you just don't have it in you. And those times when you've been spending the last 10 hours writing a paper and want to blow your fucking brains out, but are determined to do American Truck Simulator anyway, I may not be as articulate as I could be, and I'm also exhausted, and I just want to die, pretty much. So, you know, fun times. Oof. As like the first time I've done an actual dedicated series to anything that I up. Oh, are you fucking with me? What am I? Can't even see anything. What am I stuck on? Oh, god damn it! It's another goddamn fucking fire hydrant. Why do you give me every time? Now we have damage. I hate you, fire hydrant. I don't care if you could save this place from a fire. How is a fire hydrant gonna save a fucking oil refinery from a fire? That shit's gonna go up in a fucking blaze. There's nothing a single fire hydrant's gonna do. You're gonna have to dump the fucking ocean on that shit. Okay? I'm just saying. Anyway, what the hell was I talking about? Anyway, yes. Yes, as my first, like, full dedicated everyday type series, this is, unique to me, and because, you know, on other occasions when I've gotten busy, I've just shut it the fuck down, because I'm like, man, this isn't as important as my other stuff. This is just a nice little hobby to do, but I'm dedicated now. You can't stop me. I'm gonna be fucking exhausted. We'll see how these next few weeks go as the semester wraps up. Oh boy. Woo! Fun times ahead. Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Yar har fiddly dee, do what you want because a pirate is free. I'm just like put in 3 different songs in that last sentence. I don't know how I've managed to know so many pirate things. What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning. There you go. Another one for you? The pirates. Pirates. What else? What other pirate songs do I know? Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Did we do that one? I don't remember. Pretty much the entire soundtrack to Pirates of the Caribbean could be considered piratey, but that's a little bit loosey goosey. Yeah, I believe there's that Weeble song about Somali pirates or something, but that's out of the question. I just don't remember. Anyway, I'm sure there's plenty of other pirate-related songs. Sea shanties, of course. Aren't they just popular? Anyone who's played Assassin's Creed, the one about the boats, I don't remember its name, because I never played it, but, you know, I'm sure I think that had a lot of sea shanties in it. So, you know, if you've played that, then you'll probably know what's up about the boats and the sea shanties. And what do you do with a drunken sailor? I'm absolutely curious. Do you put him in the bed with the captain's daughter? I mean, that just seems a little rude. That man's gonna be fucking, you know, like summarily executed for sleeping with the captain's daughter. That seems like maybe going a little too far. It's like saying you're gonna put the fucking, like, expat in the horns in the arms of the North Koreans or something and say this guy killed many Koreans in Korea, and I'll be like, wow, that's just fucking cruel, isn't it? Anyway, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But we're in Santa Cruz. Hey, I'd love when we get to the highway at some point. That doesn't happen. Not for a little while. We still got a little bit to go on these side roads, but you know, still 415 miles, ain't that bad. Ain't that bad. That's our not casual update for the drive. I'll see you in another 10 minutes with another update. More on the weather at 9. Fucking news channels, though. I've been on the news once, and I've been completely embarrassed by my presence on the news because I was, like, 4, 5, 6, an age. Very young age. But, I was, we were having a snowball fight one winter with my father and my older brother, of course, because my mother wouldn't do it, but... I don't want to get hit by a snowball. I'm kidding. Anyway, so we were doing that, and then somebody from a news crew, like a anchor or a news reporter, and a cameraman came by, and they were like, "Hey, we've been looking for some people who've been involved in a snowball fight around this area. Would you mind if we get some footage and ask you some questions?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, for sure, man." And then, like, being a fucking small child, I was fucking terrified. I'm like, who are these people? What are they doing? Asking us about snowball fights, but they seem like chill dudes. I'll be on the news. Yeah, I've heard of that news thing. Oh, man, that'd be fun. So I added a little comment that, you know, I didn't exactly speak up exactly because I was small and a little bit terrified and probably had wet my pants by that point, but... So, you know, it was quiet, but I said something to the effect of, I just hope it keeps snowing, because, yeah, I mean, what 4-year-old gives a shit about whether the fact or not everybody can drive safely, and if people get snowed in, and if it's cold. I just want to have snowball fights, because white privilege. But I'm raping everybody with that comment. Anyway, I saw it on the news, because, you know, that was, like, the one time my parents, like, let us stay up until 9 p.m., So we watched the news and we're like, hey, look, there's me. And then they did, in fact, keep my line in, which I'm honestly a little bit shocked by because it was just terrible acting. Oh, my God. You couldn't just, like... I had no emotion in that voice. But you could barely hear it on the TV, and I'm like, well, that's disappointing, isn't it? I feel disappointed. My one shot at fame on the news as a 4-year-old, and it all went down the drain. Oh, boy. Ugh. What a silly time that was in my life, fucking that news program. What I'm surprised they didn't do a news program of was the fact that a car exploded outside my house that one time. That seemed like it could have been a good news story. I don't know. I mean, I guess it happens pretty often, but white privilege. Stop raping me. Alright. So, you know, if only I could get another opportunity, but I don't do anything newsworthy anymore. Snowball fighting wasn't that newsworthy either, but I don't know. I don't know why the hell they came and asked us. But we had a good time snowball fighting. We made some forts. We made some snowballs. Tried not to get some ice in there because my dad has a fear of that ever since he had to get he like punctured his fucking bladder in college in a snowball fight because somebody was an asshole. But that's a story, not mine, of course. It was my father's, but yeah, don't throw ice in snowballs, otherwise your, like, kidney gets punctured, and then you gotta go to the hospital or some shit for a while. Rough time, man. I don't like catheters. It scares me. God. You know, just anything involving my urethra really does not sound pleasant, and I'm sorry for bringing this up, but my God. Alright, if you're a little bit scared of medical procedures and physical processes of pain, I would recommend you maybe turn it off for a minute. But I was reading on Reddit, so of course this isn't mine, but it was something about, like, what's the worst pain you've ever experienced, and it was a story about some kid or some guy on Reddit as a kid had, like, a blocked, like, bladder or something, so they had to go in and do surgery. And so it you know, they did surgery. I think it was relative success. But then he said he had to go in for a checkup because you know like post-surgery checkups, they're fairly common. You got to see if everything's still in working order. Hi cows. So you know he gets into to the checkup, and here's where shit gets real. The doctor makes him take off his pants. And then he apparently takes reverse pliers, which, as he explained it, was pliers that, when you squeeze in, like, go outward, and instead of, like, pinching and whatnot. So, he takes, like, a pair of those, and then just shoves them in this kid's fucking urethra, and, like, splits it apart, and, like, oh God. Oh God, my genitals. Oof. Ooh, oh my God. Excuse me. Anything involving genitals sucks. I've been kicked in the testicles a fair amount of times, out of both on accident on my own part and malicious intent of my friends. But hey, they ain't nothing to be fucked with. Keep away. And they're mine, and I'd prefer if you didn't smack them around. You get that nauseous, queasy feeling. You're like they're in pain. Oh, it's just the worst. Just the worst. Oof. Anyway, hope we can get out of that conversation quickly. I don't know why I went into that tangent. I'm just fucking masochist. God. I could have just forgotten all about it, but I felt... Also, I guess I'm a sadist because I brought that story upon you without your will and consent. I'm just here talking to myself about urethra splitting. Anyone want to shove like a pin up your own dick? I'm kidding. Don't do that. I can't imagine that ends well. There's got to be some sexual fetish out there for shoving stuff up your dick hole. That sounds totally weird out of the context, but I suppose in context it's not any better. But you figure that, right? Like, I can't imagine what sexual pleasure you'd get out of it. But it could be a possibility. There's a lot of weird sexual fetishes out there, guys. Did you notice? Just, you know, there's what you would consider, like, you know, a lot of the more common ones. But you get out there, and you see some dumb news stories on Vice and shit of weird, you know, like balloon fetishes, dragon fetishes. Man, I don't know, dragons fucking cars fucking dragons. You do what you want, but they're a little weird. Not gonna lie. See, you'd imagine something involved in the dick hole, right? Right? I'm just saying. We just passed the Sacramento construction, so it should be pretty smooth sailing from now on until we get to Reading, where we need to... Oh, God, no. It's all coming back to me. Why are all these fucking oil refineries placed in the worst positions of all time? You feel me? Like, they're always in that one awkward turn on one end of the town, the far end of the town, and you just fucking get hit on the way there, crossing an intersection. And I hate it, because you're bound to turn left, and I just... Why? Why? Because the one in Reading, as far as I remember, is we get off the highway, and we take a right. And then we have to take a left, and then we have to take a right. Oh, God, oh, fuck off. Maybe Arizona will be better. One day that'll come out. Everything's gonna come out faster than fucking Arizona DLC. Overwatch beta comes out next week. That'll be fun. Get to play that. I'm a fan of Overwatch. I've played in a few of the stress test betas. As someone who was a huge advocate of TF2 before it went full shitlord, you know, it was a lot of fun. I met a lot of friends. We had a good, nice little community going. It was also fairly fun because everyone had a pretty high level of skill. And then as in my opinion, it all went downhill when it went free to play. All these new people showed up, and you know, we were friendly and whatnot, but they're just bad. And it just sort of ruined that competitive edge that made the competition fun, so that everybody who had experience just fucking dominated everyone else. And it was just like, this is disappointing. There's not a whole lot of fun in here anymore. And then they just kept adding more items, and it just got to be overly complicated, and you know, it was just time to shut it down when everyone else shut it down. Unfortunate, but we had a good time. I got one unusual out of a bunch of crate openings there, so I guess that was my entirety luck. I wish I would have saved it for CSGO case openings, because after what I'm sure is about a few $100s, I still have not opened a knife, so one day we'll maybe never get there. The other unfortunate part is that the unusual hat that I got was actually the worst unusual out there on the market. It was hot dog shit. It was the like aviator hat for the Scout, and the effect that it had on it was fucking flies. God damn it, what a piece of shit. It might as well have been a piece of shit with the amount of fucking flies just surrounding it. Like, it was just not a good hat, and it was only worth like $30 fucking dollars. Yeah, so don't give me 2 speeding offenses in a row, man. I'm gonna drive past you, you slow ass motherfucker. Nah. So yeah, I'm a little disappointed there. One day we'll get a knife. I'm gonna open like a fucking fade butterfly knife, and then what y'all gonna do? You're gonna be like, oh shit, Gecker, that's a beautiful knife, and I'll be like, oh yeah, baby, oh yeah. Yeah, okay. What? Oh. I can't do that voice, unfortunately. I don't know why. I'm just bad at a lot of voices. Am I the only one out there, you know, when I'm singing along to songs, which I believe everyone, or most everyone, does They might be in public, they might be alone, but either way, you're probably gonna sing along at least to parts of songs that you know and like. But what I do that I don't know if is unique is that I try to mimic the singer's voices as best to my ability. So, you know, like matching the tone and matching the fucking, like, raspiness of their voice. Which doesn't turn out for a lot of songs. And then it ends up being that my fucking voice is shot after, like, 15 minutes driving in the fucking car in rush hour. Losing my mind trying to sing some fucking hot dog shit. There's songs that are easier to sing, like late 90s rap. You know, it's slow, it's, you know, like, deep voice. It's pretty nice. And then you get into fucking, like, some crazy shit, and it's like, how are you supposed to sing this? Some octaves I just can't reach anymore, or get down that low either, for the matter of fact. You know, I don't have the lowest voice of all time, as you might have noticed. I'm not the silky smooth motherfucker that everybody thinks I am. No. At least my voice carries. I do enjoy that aspect of it, is that in a room I can be heard. It's nice. Lovely. Oh, that one person complimented my voice though in like January, so that's kept me going. I was like, oh my god, that's nice. I've always been so self-conscious about it, especially in my teenage years when I sounded like an 8-year-old girl. So I'm glad. I'm glad it all comes together sometimes. It's just all that patience and waiting till you're 20. Sorry. Move. Move. Who put the parking brake on this motherfucker? Just go. I'm fucking stuck on his ass. Go. Look, we're not making progress here. Either you go, or you don't go, or I go past you, okay? Oh, jeez. Don't get any more damage on the trailer, man. Okay, we still have 4%. That's not the worst. Alright. You remember when I told you about that right turn off the highway into a left turn into a right turn? I was exactly right. Because I remember this area. And this is one where we've taken a lot of damage too. Fuck it. I just realized that I had a dream about a hotel last night. Fun fact. Just a hotel. But it wasn't a normal hotel. No. That'd be a weird dream. Even weirder than when I do. I just have dreams about like a supernatural hotel that I'm fucking stuck in, can never leave, and then get fucking slaughtered by my own demons. And it's like, well, this is dumb. Get me out of this nightmare. I miss being able to you know, in some sense of the word, lucid dream, where as a kid, I'd be like, in any dream, be like, oh shit, I'm in a dream. Alright, it's time to wake the fuck up, because I'm out of this bitch. It's too spooky for me. Oh, it was nice to be able to realize that you're fucked. At that point, I was self-aware that about every dream I had up until I was like 18 involved me dying every single time. There was no avoiding it. And now I'm just into wiggly little legs and my poops. That's what a transition that is. Am I right? I wonder what that's about. All right, let's make our second to final right turn here. Almost there. I'm excited. My voice is shot. Oh, gotta go to bed. Gotta wake up in the morning. Gotta do shit. Gotta get chat one. Gotta get my Cheerios. I don't have Cheerios. Cheerios are nice though. You guys like Cheerios? Honey Nut Cheerios or regular Cheerios? I'm a fan of regular Cheerios, honestly. Okay, this also sounds crazy, but since I don't put milk in my cereal, what I do with Cheerios is you just throw it in a bowl, and then weirdly enough, they're like naturally just sort of not sticky, but like they're so, I'm an idiot, but they're so dry that they just like stick to any moist surface on your body. And then this isn't like a confession of me like putting Cheerios up my ass or anything, but what I do, you just fucking, who needs a spoon when you can literally just put your fucking face in there and all the fucking Cheerios will just like enter into your mouth and be like, alright, sure, we'll hang out. And it's like, well, that was easy. Anyway, we got a reasonable rating here. Not the greatest, but we did make almost 13 grand, get some dope experience, and we're doing pretty well for ourselves now. That's not some bad money. But it's all gonna go to repair costs. So anyway, thank you for watching this episode of American Truck Simulator. And I will see you next time.